In the earlier session, we have seen the working of the SR flip-flop. In today's session, three important characteristics we should derive from the SR flip-flop. That is the characteristic table, the excitation table, and the other one is your characteristic equation. So, in today's class, we will see how to derive this. Okay, the first one is what is characteristic table? It is nothing but if the present state and the inputs are known, then in that case if I am going to compute the next state, then it is called as a characteristic table. Input and the present state is known, you are going to compute the next state. Okay, for the RS flip-flop or SR flip-flop, you will have how many combinations? 2 power 2, 4 combinations, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. I am here taking the same set with my previous state as 0 and my previous state as 1. In other words, my input is going to be a 3-bit data. I am writing from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. I am writing the data from 1 to 7. Now, knowing the truth table of my RS flip-flop, I am going to compute my next state. When my inputs are going to be 0, 0, what is the condition? It is a no change condition. So, whatever is going to be your input, the same input is going to be at the output. Whenever I am going to go to this condition 0, 1, what is this? It is a reset. Reset means it will reset the output to 0. So, whenever I am going to have the reset as 1, output is going to be 0. Now, whenever I am going to set the signal, then in that case my set is 1. Okay, whenever it is going to be 1, 1 condition, it is going to be a forbidden condition, provided your past inputs is 0. Okay, now we will move on to the condition when the input is 1. Okay, now when it is going to be 0, 0, it is a no change condition. So, whatever is the previous input, that will be retaining. So, the previous state was 1, so same state will be retaining. Now, whenever I am going to reset my flip-flop, next condition I am going to reset my flip-flop, so my output is going to be 0. The next case I am going to set my flip-flop with my previous condition as 1, it is going to set the flip-flop. So, whenever I am going to give the forbidden condition, both the inputs are going to be 1, 1, my output is going to be 0. Once this characteristic table is framed with, now we will see how to get the characteristic equation by plotting the K-map, right? So, what is going to be my input? One is your Qn, another is SNR. Okay, now what is my min-term expression? Okay, what is my SOP expression? Y is equal to summation M. Where are the places I have outputs? 2. Okay, then 4, 6. This forbidden condition, you cannot know whether it is a 0 or 1. Okay, so this I am taking it as a don't care. So, expression is 2, 4, 6 plus summation don't care 3, 7. Now, you just plot it here. So, 2, 4, 6. Okay. Now, 3 and 7 are don't care. Now, how will you group? Go for a 4-cell grouping, because here the don't care results in a higher cell grouping. So, what will be the answer for this? This doesn't match. The first variable is matching. So, it is yes. So, yes plus. So, this grouping is over. Okay. Now, here I can group it as 2-cell grouping. What will be the answer for this? It is 1. So, Qn, first variable is matching. 1 minute. It is, here it is Qn. Next I have to see these two things. 0 and 1 it is not matching. 0 and 0 it is matching. So, it is R bar. Okay. Now, this specifies the characteristic equation. So, your Qn plus 1 is equal to okay. So, what is your Qn plus 1 is equal to S plus Qn into R bar. So this is your characteristic equation. Now the next thing is we have to compute the excitation table. Excitation table is nothing but knowing the present state and the next state. If I am going to compute the inputs, then it is called as a excitation table. If you are going to take a truth table, you will have input versus output, whereas characteristic table means present state and input is known, you are going to compute the next state. If present and next state is known, you are going to compute the inputs, it is the excitation table. Now here we are just going to modify the characteristic table and arrive at your excitation table. That is, when the data is going to be transferred from the present state to the next state, what is the input that could be required? That can be inferred from the excitation table. Now here we are just going to rearrange the characteristic table in terms of 4 data, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, these 4 combinations. Okay, now we will go to this. The present state and next state, where and all it is 0, 0. The present state and the next state should be 0, 0. So these 2 conditions I am taking. When both the inputs, that is present state and next state, are 0, 0, my input is 0, 0, 0, 1. So 0, 0, 0, 1. So these 2 conditions are computed. Okay. Now you go for the 0, 1 condition. So this is the present state is 0, the next state is 1. Okay. So in this case my inputs is 1, 0. I have written. Next, you have to go for my present state as 1 and the next state as 0. So 1 and 0 here. Here 1 and 0, my inputs are going to be 0 and 1. So here it is represented over. The next condition is 1, 1. Where your input is 1, 1? These 2 places. 1, 1. So input and your present state and the next state is 1, 1. When the input is 1, 1, the output is 0, 0, 1, 0. So 0, 0, 1, 0. With this, I am going to write the inputs. This is clear? Just take the present state and next state and rearrange. Now, with these inputs, I am going to write here. When my inputs is going to be 0, 0, I can write a generalized way as 0. When it is going to be 0, 1, it can take the value as either 0 or 1, right? So it is a don't care condition. Similarly, here no problem, only one combination is a 0, 1 means 1, 0, same thing I am copying it here. Now, 1, 0 means you have for 0, 1, so this 0, 1 is written. Now, when you are coming for your 1, 1, for 1, 1 I am having 0 and 1 combination, so it is don't care. Whereas if it is going to be 0, 0, the output I can generalize and write it as 0. Now, this only simplification I have written 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 combination. What is the value? 0x, 1, 0, 0, 1, x 0. Okay, the students are advised to remember the truth table as well as the excitation table, which will help while you are designing the counter. So, in the excitation table of RS flip-flop, when I give 0, 0, it is 0x, then 0, 1 means 1, 0, 1, 0 means 0, 1 and 1, 1 means x 0. Okay, and the characteristic equation is S plus Qn into R bar. Okay, so thank you students. So, in the next class, we will be seeing about your gated flip-flops. Thank you.